Hi again, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've updated, so I thought I would just do a real short one showing you what I'm doing right now. As you can see, this is the cab for the locomotive. I've been working on fitting the cab pieces together. It basically involves you could either sand or mill, and I'll show my sanding setup in a minute. But I sanded the little bottom angles along here flat and perpendicular to the sides of the pieces. Excuse me, sorry about that. Then I worked on the contours of the top and cleaned up the edges that will end up bolting together. The prints call for it to be bolted together. You can see little gaps in the rivets. There's one down there at the bottom, one right here where my finger's pointing where those clamps are, and then one at the top that calls for round head 540 screws or bolts to be put through there to hold the pieces together. So basically there's a front piece. I still need to, after I get all these pieces fit, then I need to cut out the arch for the boiler. It's pretty close. Obviously it's not exactly what the boiler dimension is, and I'll need to machine the top down to fit on top of the the front and side pieces. The top is over there waiting its turn for its machining operation. I've done some test fits and I know basically what needs to be done. So that's a picture of what I've got so far, and I wanted to show my setup just in case it might be useful to somebody. As I've showed before, I do have a Shopsmith woodworking machine, and this is one of the cool things about the Shopsmith is it comes with a sanding disc. It's a 12-inch sanding disc. Harbor Freight only had 10-inch coarse sandpaper pieces, pressure sensitive adhesive, so that's what you see on there. It's a little smaller than the full size. And I just finished cleaning it with this giant eraser thing that I've had literally probably 30 years, and it's good for cleaning sanding belts and stuff. It's like made out of gum eraser stuff. I cleaned it, and then I just finished the last sanding of the bottom part there flat. As you can see, I got it clamped down, clamped to the rip fence, and I've got it at a 90-degree angle here using the cross cut, or the miter gauge. Anyway, so that's the setup. You can see the nice clean finish it gives. I just finished this one. This one I had marked. I needed to take off about 1/16 of an inch, so I marked it with black marker, and then I scribed it using a caliper and scribed it in with the teeth, and that was just a simple matter of, I'll show you how this thing works. I'm not going to turn it on, but I could turn it on. This is an old one. It's a long story, but I got it from somebody for a very inexpensive price and de-rusted it and got it in decent shape again. But this is the sound of the motor. Run it at a pretty slow speed for just sanding, and for this process you just simply go up to make repeated, basically intermittent grinds. It doesn't do any good to mash the sanding disc against the work and hold it there. It's better if you rotate it up and let it go kind of it's weird in pulses, like that, and just keep, I don't know, it takes off maybe 5 or so thousandths, maybe 5 to 10 thousandths per piece of contact, and then I let it go, and I just check my overall measurement. Very non-high-tech, but it's supposed to be 11 1/4, so both sides are exactly the same, just a shade over 11 1/4. I figured that'd be a good place to start. So that thing is basically done, at least the feet of it are, and I just need to clean up the sides, possibly notch out these top pieces where they'll go into contact with the sides of the cab. This is the rear portion of the cab. So that's tonight's update. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. I will keep you posted.